The glass of wine shimmered under the dim restaurant lights. The man in a tailored suit raised it halfway to his lips until a trembling hand slid a folded note across the table. His eyes narrowed as he opened it. The handwriting was rushed, almost desperate. It read, "Don't drink it, and leave now." He looked up at the waitress, a young woman, her eyes wide with fear. But before he could speak, she whispered, "Please, trust me." In that single moment, everything changed. His life, her fate, and the secret they were both about to uncover. Hey everyone, welcome back to Hopeful Stories, the channel that reminds you there's still kindness, courage, and hope left in this world. Before we dive into this gripping story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel Hopeful Stories for more emotional and inspiring tales that touch the heart. The elegant restaurant buzzed softly with murmured conversations and the clinking of silverware. Daniel Cole, a 42-year-old tech CEO, had just returned from a week of business meetings overseas. Tonight was supposed to be a quiet dinner with a few investors to finalize a deal that could change everything. He sat near the window overlooking the city skyline, unaware that danger was sitting right in front of him. Across the room, Maya, a young waitress in her late 20s, tried to keep her hands from shaking as she carried the tray toward Daniel's table. Her dark eyes darted toward the man in the gray suit sitting beside Daniel, the one who had tipped her earlier to make sure the CEO's glass stays full. At first, it seemed harmless, but when she went to refill the wine, she noticed something, an odd powder settling at the bottom of the glass. It was faint, nearly invisible, but she had seen it before. 2 years ago, her younger brother had worked at another restaurant until a customer was found unconscious after someone spiked his drink. That case was never solved. Maya had recognized that same powder then. She froze, her heart pounding. Could it be happening again? She looked at Daniel, kind eyes, an easy smile, a man clearly trusting the people around him. The others at his table laughed, oblivious. Maya's instincts screamed at her. Warn him! Her mind raced. If she said it aloud, she could lose her job or worse. The man in gray was watching her every move, so she made a choice that could cost her everything. She quickly tore a piece of her notepad and scribbled, "Don't drink it, and leave now." When she placed the glass down, she slipped the note under it. Careful not to draw attention. Daniel lifted the glass, paused, and saw the edge of the paper peeking out. Confused, he set the drink down and unfolded it beneath the table. His eyes flicked up to meet hers. She shook her head slightly, eyes pleading. His gut tightened. He had learned to trust his instincts in business, and they were screaming now that something was wrong. He looked at her again, then turned casually toward his guests. "Excuse me," he said with a polite smile. "I'll be right back." As he rose, Maya whispered near his shoulder, "Please, don't go alone. Walk out the front, not the back." Daniel hesitated, then did as she said. Once outside, he turned the corner and found Maya already there, breathless, fear etched into her face. "What's going on?" he demanded quietly. She looked around, her voice trembling. "That man sitting beside you, he's not who he says he is. I overheard him earlier on the phone. He said something about making sure you don't sign tomorrow. I think he put something in your drink." Daniel blinked, shock washing over him. "You're sure?" "I saw it," she said. "I don't know what it is, but it wasn't just wine." He took a deep breath, his mind racing. The investor beside him, Mr. Gray, was from a rival company. They had been competing for the same government contract. Could it be true? Suddenly, the restaurant doors burst open. Mr. Gray stormed out, his eyes furious, scanning for Daniel. "You!" he barked. "What's going on?" Daniel straightened. "I should be asking you that." The tension was thick, voices rising. But before Daniel could speak again, Maya stepped forward bravely. "Sir, I saw you put something in his drink. The cameras will show it." Her voice quivered, but her gaze was steady. Mr. Gray's expression faltered. Then he turned and ran. Moments later, security and police arrived, called by a nearby staff member who had noticed the commotion. The investigation revealed a shocking truth. The drink had been laced with a sedative, one strong enough to render Daniel unconscious. Gray had planned to steal key documents from Daniel's briefcase once he collapsed. Maya's courage had saved him. As police escorted the man away, Daniel turned to her. "You could have ignored it." "Why didn't you?" Tears welled in her eyes. "Because I've seen what happens when people look away. If this story has your heart racing already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Hopeful Stories. You won't want to miss how this powerful story of courage and fate unfolds next." A few days later, Daniel walked into the same restaurant again, not for business this time, but to find Maya. She was cleaning a table, her head down, trying to stay unnoticed. When she saw him, she froze. "Sir, I didn't expect—" He smiled softly. "Daniel, please, no, sir." He placed a small envelope on the table. "This is for you," she shook her head. "You don't have to—" "I insist," he said gently. "You saved my life." Inside the envelope was a check and a business card. "This is an offer," he said. "I run a foundation that helps underprivileged youth get access to education. I want you to work there. You've got courage, instinct, and a good heart, exactly what my organization needs." Maya's eyes widened. "Work for you?" He nodded. "If you'll have me as your boss and your friend." Tears filled her eyes. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes." He smiled. She laughed softly. "Then yes." Over the months that followed, Maya became part of Daniel's team, managing programs that provided scholarships and job training to hundreds of young people. She thrived, her life completely transformed. But Daniel couldn't shake the feeling that she had done more than save his life. She had reminded him what integrity truly meant. One evening, as the team celebrated the success of a new project, Daniel raised a glass, not of wine, but of sparkling water. He turned to Maya and said with a grin, "To the waitress who told me not to drink it, and to the moment that changed both our lives." Maya smiled, her heart full. "And to the man who listened." Everyone laughed, glasses clinking. The same waitress who had once feared losing her job was now running programs that saved lives, and the CEO she had saved became her mentor, her friend, and the proof that one small act of courage can change everything. And if you ever walked past their office, you'd see a framed note hanging on the wall. It said in the same rushed handwriting, "Don't drink it and leave now." Below it, a line was added later by Daniel. "Sometimes the warning that saves you leads you exactly where you're meant to be." If this story inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to Hopeful Stories. Every act of courage deserves to be told, and your support helps us keep sharing these powerful moments of hope and humanity.